So just over a year ago, I made a video about how good I believe the professor was actually at basketball. And to this day, that is my most viewed video on YouTube, with over 4.5 million views. Over the last realistically 10 years, the professor has been the most popular basketball entertainment player around, and to be fair to him, is a really good basketball player in general. He wouldn't be anywhere near as popular as he is without being a great basketball player. And I did make a video kind of explaining his basketball career and how good I believed he was at the sport. However, in the last, I'd say 8 or 9 months, there's been a guy who, I'm not going to say has eclipsed the professor in fame, but right now I think is a little bit more relevant than the professor, and that's Tristan Jass, the layup king. So basketball on social media has gone through a lot of stages. First of all, there was the dunkers like Jordan Kilgannon. Then there was the guys with the ball handles like the professor, who could just go and break people's ankles wherever he did it, whether it was in a Spider-Man suit, in a prison, or on Venice Beach. And now the thing that seems to be taking over social media is the crazy layups. And Tristan Jass is the guy leading this revolution. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how good is Tristan Jass actually. So before this video starts, I'd just like to say we're doing a daily December. Right now it is the 16th. We still have another 15 days to go after this. So if you guys like basketball content, subscribe. We are trying to hit 80,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And right now we are nearly on 79,000. So we're only 1,000 off. So if you guys don't know anything about him playing actual basketball, and you guys have just watched the crazy layups that T-Jass can do, there's two major things you have to be able to pull off the layups that he does. One, extremely quick hands, which it's evident that he has. Some of the quickest hands I think I've ever seen. And also, you need to be at least somewhat athletic. While obviously, just looking at him, he's not an explosive athlete. He's not going to be dunking on everybody, even though I have seen videos of him dunking. Just the ability to pull off those layups, the amount of apparent hang time he can get. I know hang time is not a real thing, but you have to be able to jump at least somewhat high to be able to do things like that. When you're watching him in an actual game, it's evident that they are two of his strongest points. So T-Jass is a 5'8" point guard who actually committed to the University of Ottawa, who are an NAIA Division I school. And I know a lot of people watching this are probably saying, oh, he didn't play NCAA Division I, he's not a great basketball player. And I can almost guarantee that everyone thinking that has never played high-level basketball at all. While yes, it's not the same standard as NCAA Division I, it's probably a similar enough standard to NCAA Division II or III. It's still a really high standard of basketball, and to be able to play any level of college basketball, you've got to be an elite basketball player. And to be honest, T-Jass is a very good player. He's got really nice handles, and while you'd expect him to do a lot of the flash things he does in his videos in games, he honestly doesn't. He's very crafty at getting to the basket. While he's in the air, he has the ability to adjust his shot, and he also has the ability to adjust it into a pass really well, which is something that I think, had he decided to play college basketball, would have been a big positive in his game, and something he would have been able to do quite well at that level. He's also got quite a decent handle and a really good pull-up three and mid-range shot, which makes him even more dangerous. And while he doesn't have the most explosive first step, he's not by any means a slow player. But again, just like the professor, there are two extremes to this guy. There's the extreme that just think he's a terrible basketball player, and there's also the extreme that think he's an NBA player. Is he an NBA level player, or will he ever be an NBA player? No. There's no point arguing that, and I don't even think he's going to argue that himself. He's a 5'8" point guard, so he's extremely undersized. I'm not even sure if there's a player in the NBA right now that's under 5'8". And any players his height we've seen that have had much success all have 40+ inch vertical leap, and are also some of the quickest players we have ever seen in NBA history. Does he have the potential to play pro overseas? That's kind of a tricky question. Does he have the potential to play EuroLeague? No. And the people that think he does just don't know how high the standard is in EuroLeague. One example I'm going to give, because I went to watch Real Madrid last year, is Chasson Randall. So Randall was a top 50 high school recruit, averaged 20 points a game for Stanford in his final year, played for the Sixers and the Knicks in the NBA, and is currently on the Washington Wizards G League team. And last season he played for Real Madrid in EuroLeague. He averaged 2.6 points, 1 rebound a game, and barely got off the bench. That's the type of player that rides the bench at EuroLeague level. And the thing with a lot of European leagues that a lot of people don't understand is that nearly all of them have some sort of a rule about what country players are from. So for example, the Irish Super League has a rule that only one player from outside the EU can be on the floor at every single time, and also only 2 players from outside the EU can be on a team. A ridiculous rule? Yes, but it's reality. And that's the only rule I have first-hand experience with. I know the BBL had a rule where you couldn't have more than 5 players born outside the UK, but I'm not sure if that rule has changed. I'm actually trying to look it up and I can't find it anywhere. But I know for a fact almost every league in Europe has some sort of a rule that's encouraging European players to be playing in the league. So how good is T-Jass actually? an extremely good basketball player. Is he a future? Who knows? He's only in his first year out of high school, so it's definitely too early to say whether he's going to go pro or not. Will he be a EuroLeague or NBA player? There's a 99.9% chance he won't, but again, he's young enough that anything's possible. Either way, he is blowing up right now on social media, and there's a reason for it. He can do things with a basketball that nobody else in the world can do. Steph Curry has tried some of his layups and he can't do them. Week in, week out, he's with celebrities, he's playing in celebrity games, and he's almost world famous right now. And I think in the next year or two, we could see his YouTube channel going to over 1 million subscribers. I think in the next couple of months, he'll have over 1 million followers on Instagram, and he's going to be one of the most famous basketball players not in the NBA. And who knows, in a year or two, he may rival the professor's level of fame. I think that's probably the type of career path that T-Jass is going to go down, and to be honest, considering his success so far, I can only see him having more and more success in the future. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.